Boom. Hey, Joe 200. All right. We are coming into September 26th, the week of 26th. Today is the 29th. And we're going to go over some really important stuff this week. And it's going to lead us into some super great topics. So we're going to be discussing next week social gathering number 2. Be there. Okay. This is a really important one for you to show up to. Because we're going to have the unique opportunity to have a friend of mine, Ariel Bernstein, from the Milken Institute. And here's Ariel right here. And Ariel is the Senior Associate for the Center for the Future of Aging. And she's going to talk about what the Milken Institute is up to in terms of opportunities that we see in the future for working with aging. And I think it's a really super great topic, and she's going to give us a lot of really neat insight from somebody who's outside of academics like me, who's out there in the workplace actually changing things up. So alrighty, so that's really important. So so we are, if you see over here, going into the more social science aspects. So if you were to click over here on the actual course, you would see that we're right in here. So the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about social structures, and really we're going to hone in on the importance of family. Okay. This week's discussion about the workplace, it's hard to believe, and I apologize to you guys, but you're going to have to work till you're 70, most of you. And are you going to still be competitive? You know, it's really hard to maintain employment when things are changing so rapidly. You know, we talked a lot last time about the new economy, and computer literacy is really difficult for older workers right now. It's hard to compete and keep up, and these are huge issues because you still have bills when you're 70. You still have bills, for maintaining your household and keeping your children together and stuff like that. So it's really difficult. We're going to talk about the state, okay? The role that government plays. We talked about that a little bit already. So we're going to talk about Social Security, Medicare, for people that are below the poverty level, Medicaid, and how important that is, and where do we see that? When we talk about the state, how about pensions? That's a lot of you are against taxes. Do you know how much money is spent supporting government pensions? It's insanity. We have guys that are city managers for little tiny cities like Laguna Niguel that are making $300,000 a year. They get a pension for life. Serve one term in Congress, pension for life. How do we pay for that? Your tax dollars. Okay. We'll talk a lot about religion, how important that is as well. Okay. Alrighty. So these are all big deals. So when we go over here, we'll see that in terms of the discussion, that the focus is on the workplace right now, and we're getting into it right now. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so that's last week's discussion, which was great. You guys did such a good job. Pretty compelling, dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and what it means to you. And so now we're going to talk about employment and maintaining employment until old age, and that's your charge this week for the discussion. All right, these are all such important topics. Life comes at you hard. We're going to talk about caregiving. We're going to talk about end of life issues, and I just kind of want to let you know, to get it off my chest, because that's how I am. That here we go. So this is a picture of my family right here. This is from 5 years ago. That's my mom. She was 90 years old right there, totally independent and cruising. But she died yesterday. She passed away. She was 95 years old. Okay. And that's my boy Matt and Dave, my wife Julia, of course, our co-instructor, my 2 brothers. So this is hard. This is really hard. It doesn't matter that she's 95; she's still my mom. And in the last year, in terms of caregiving issues and the economy of aging, you're going to find this when you deal with your grandparents and your parents, that there's a big cost in caregiving, because you have to balance the needs of caring for your parent versus trying to keep your employer happy, and not to miss too many days, and lost wages and things like this. So So it's really, really, really hard, And so we'll talk a little bit about it, She was completely independent, doing her own thing, living in her own house. She was 94, and then she had a fall, and this is what usually happens. We have a fall prevention center at the Davis School of Gerontology. And then she started getting really sick about a month ago, probably 2 months ago. And my guess is she may have had cancer, and she just started to waste away. And so we put her on to hospice. We'll talk about that in this class. You kind of have a choice to make between nursing home and hospice. She was cognitively fully intact, and she did not want to go into a nursing home. So we had to do what we could. All right. So yeah, these are life issues that we all confront. That's the great thing about this class. I'm gonna show you a little display here. So how's that for a picture? That's my grandma, and that's my mom. Remember, she was 95 years of age. Okay. How about this picture? This classic. That's my first dog. That's me. That's my 2 older brothers. Okay. Oh my God. That's my first communion. That's my mom right there. And here's a classic picture right here. All right. So that's me graduating from UC Irvine. My 2 brothers, my dad and my mom right there. So yeah. See, we're gonna have lots and lots of interesting things to talk about in class. For the social gathering, make sure that you show up, okay? Because you're going to be blown away by what Ariel has to say. I also want you guys to advise me. We're going to discuss the economy of aging as well. So let's talk about investments, okay? So I'm 60 years of age. I need to know, okay? Should I be investing in a mutual fund? Should I be focusing my investments on stocks? How about bonds, okay? Money market accounts. Should I be doing annuities? Okay, you guys are business majors. What do you are going to advise your clients when they're 20, when they're 30, 40, and how about 60? How much risk can I shoulder right now in terms of my investment strategies? Okay, so we're going to talk about this as well, and you guys better come ready to rock because you're business majors. I'm not, and I want to hear all about it. Alrighty, guys. So we'll see you next time.